What's going on, everyone? Joel Maniac here. So today's video is going to be basically about two things. One is going to be the downfall of Hasan, because if you did not see the live stream back on Friday between Hasan and Ethan, I'll tell you right now, it did not go well for Hasan whatsoever, despite what all of Hasan's fans are saying.
By that, we did not leave Iraq because we were Zionists. We left because we were no longer safe.
Iraqis are not Palestinian, you fucking moron, you racist piece of shit.
What?
Because Iraq and the pan-Arabic
They
nationalist movements that arise out of
You are
Zionist
out of your
violence
mind.
is not about Palestinians.
Okay, so
You
what did
cannot
the
make
Jews
this
in Iraq
comparison.
have to do with
Zionists
Israel,
are the ones
you
who
bigot?
actually
You are
terrorize the
so out of your
Palestinians.
mind.
No, it did not go well for him at all. The dude crashed out so many times, he fumbled so many times, and he got lying more times than I could count. And it is, in my opinion, the downfall of Twitch. And it is to the point where I am hopping off Twitch. I am done with it. I am more than done with Twitch. And if you're a streamer on there, I am sorry for your loss. Look, the reason why I say that is because Twitch is at this point confirmed they are absolutely supporting Hasan. On there, he admitted to supporting a terrorist organization.
So I want to say, first of all, thank you to Shopify for sponsoring us. I also want to thank...
Shopify sponsoring terrorism by way of, well, I guess they sponsor my podcast too, to be fair. So that's not surprising.
He completely harasses other individuals.
After 16 months of bombing children, and you still think the real victim here is like Ethan Klein, I'm sorry, dude. You're not a full human being at that point. You're like a sea cucumber. You're just responding to stimuli, going about your day, you know?
Then, of course, the third one is harmful misinformation, because he was caught proven multiple times lying during that interview.
He worked with the ADL to make Zionists a protected class on Twitch. Now, that is an outright lie.
I don't think it's an outright lie.
I worked with the
you took
ADL.
credit over it, didn't you?
Sorry. I worked with the ADL. What does that mean?
Yeah, as in like worked alongside. I don't think you're in the ADL.
Oh, that's what you meant when you said I worked with the ADL. I worked beside them, just incidentally together. You didn't mean that I worked with them privately to get people banned? Of course not. Pliego, you choose your words very carefully, Hasan.
Not always. I am famously...
Okay, we're walking that back. Sometimes I speak out the side of my mouth when I say you work with the ADL.
So.
Here you are again repeating the lie with Steiny on video.
Partnering with like the ADL and
partnering with the ADL. You want to unpack that one there, buddy? I have never spoken to the ADL, so what does that mean?
I'm not saying you directed the ADL
Do you know
to take
how
action.
silly you
Well, actually,
look?
you know what? I am kind of saying that. I am implying that you directed the ADL to take action.
Well, that's a defamatory claim that has zero proof.
That's 3 violations right there that are by the Twitch's guidelines for 1 day for something he should have been permabanned for threatening U.S. senator. So why is he not permabanned, Twitch? What the hell? Those are 3 violations of Twitch's terms of service and their guidelines. Those should be bannable offenses. He should be actually banned according to Twitch's guidelines. And as you can see right here, we actually have Twitch's staff caught in Hasan's chat. So we have it confirmed. Twitch is actually, and I mean, it says they're simping. I agree. They are simping in Hasan's chat. They are simping for Hasan. So this is something that I am actually very upset about when it comes to Twitch. It's not just for Hasan. It's for Frogan. I mean, these individuals are getting 1-day bans for things. I mean, he literally went out and threatened a U.S. senator, got a 1-day ban.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott, okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott, you wouldn't make him a prominent part of the Republican Party.
And his fans will argue it's not an actual threat. No, it was a threat. He threatened a U.S. senator. That is a felony. Even if it's not a direct threat, encouraging others to commit acts of violence or self-harm is considered a threat. Yeah, that's a felony. At the very least, it's a ban. But no, he got a 1-day ban. Whatever. Hey, Hassani's back. And Frogan, and Hurt, if you ever wanted to know why I'm not a huge fan of Frogan, well, this is why.
I have no pity at all for anything soldiers. I will never have any pity for anything soldiers. U.S. military, boof can who. I hope you get PTSD.
And then if you ever wanted to know why I really don't like Frogan, well, she doubled down on it.
In my head, I'm like, base? Base? Like, am I supposed to be Like, I'm not walking back on it. I still agree with it. Aw, base.
And then, of course, Hasan tried to go out and defend her, saying she's apparently like the greatest victim on the internet. You know, weird how he goes out and says this, and then come to find out they dug up this clip of her.
How is it hating ass with ugly eyebrows and no lips coming after you? That's what you have to remember. You look at your haters, and it's an ugly ass with no fucking eyebrows or no lips coming after you. And you're like, okay, like, I'm sorry you're protecting. I'm sorry you're protecting. Aw.
Look, all I'm going to say when it comes to Frogan, I could go on literally on and on about how she's a terrible human being. And I'm just not. Look, she is. She's a terrible human being. She's horrible. She's getting a lot of hate online. Well, yeah, it's called the consequences of your actions. You run, you suck. People don't like it. I'm a service member myself. I didn't like what she said. Am I going to do a hit piece on her? No. Can I? Well, yeah, it'd be a little bit easy, but I'm not going to go ahead and throw my 2 cents in there, even though it'd be very easy to do so, because a lot of people done it, and I feel like I would just be mimicking what a lot of people have already done, even though you could go right on my X profile and you can see literally just how easy it is. But what I am going to say, though, is Hasan tried to cover for her, and it's a fail. You just don't insult another person's appearance. I mean, moving on. Apparently, moving into it, a lot of people reacted to the actual live stream. I watched a good couple hours of it myself before I just hopped off, because I just kept seeing Hasan getting utterly destroyed. All right, this was by far my favorite part of the entire debate. Let me show you the clip, and I'll explain why.
I'm not defending the Nakba.
From separate countries, he would laugh
Your
at you.
failure
Do you not understand?
to acknowledge the trauma of both groups is the reason why you are a radical fucking propagandist liar. Both trauma needs to be acknowledged by both groups. There's 2 things that need to be true for this ever to be resolved peacefully.
You're right.
Palestinian self-determination and Israel's right to have secure borders.
Zionism
as long as you ignore that, there will always be war. Palestinians will always die, and you will continue to make money from it. Operation Magic Carpet. Jews were...
All right. The reason why I think that is a fantastic point is because Ethan touched on... The reason why I think that Ethan made a fantastic point on that is simply because both sides have suffered. Whether you are pro-Palestine, whether you are pro-Israel, both sides have suffered. Both sides had civilians that were injured in that. Whether it be those who are at the music festival, civilians are injured. Whether it be the civilians who are not part of Hamas, civilians are injured. Both sides have suffering. The problem with Hasan is he's not recognizing that. He does not care about the civilians, and he made that incredibly apparent, because during that debate he refused to acknowledge the actual accounts of the R word, and I'm not going to say it on YouTube because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be, if I do say it, I'm going to get like demonetized and what have you. He refused to acknowledge the account.
What do you mean?
I know exactly what he was planning to do.
You literally
and yet I couldn't do anything to prevent
Wait, pause it for a second.
No, listen to what she has to say, Hasan.
Hasan,
don't silence her. Let her talk.
Was it even allowed?
No, because you're acting like this never happened.
What am I supposed to do in the situation when there are no victims that have come forward?
4 victims just gave first-hand testimony. I read it to you.
Died, but there's no forensic examination.
Pixar didn't
there
happen.
has been no justice for
What do you
these
think the odds are that people are getting massacred by Hamas
on October 7?
What do you think
due
the
to
probability
the fact that
is?
The government completely
ruined.
And the funny thing is, people are now stating and showing that his fan base is even turning on him.
100% Ethan was more grounded and you were rambling. 26 month subscriber. Bro, this is literally the profile of a type of person that is the Ethan Klein head.
This is the one part that is really getting to me about Twitch. He's going and he's proving to them that he supports radical ideas. He's completely clueless and he has no idea what he's talking about. He just gets all this stuff and he just supports things that he cannot know about and he does not know about. And this is one of the reasons why he doesn't do debates, is because he literally has this stuff up on his computer and he just spews and it doesn't have any back or any basis, and he just repeats it and regurgitates it and just keeps going. And people are seeing him for the fraud that he is, and his career is dying. I saw this meme posted by Yeet, and I thought it was perfect. And as you can see here, it is perfect because it just absolutely encompasses and embodies all that Hasan is. And it literally shows how he has been since the Content Cop video dropped and completely did terrible. Honestly, I am glad that Hasan's career is coming to an end. And even though I say that, and he's still got, thousands, tens of thousands of viewers per video, and he's getting view bot botted and everything like that. It's interesting that he's not getting banned. And I'm not saying the view botting is his fault in the sense, because other people are getting view botted as well, but it's the fact that the other things that he's violating, the other terms of service that he's violating while streaming, nothing is happening. Nothing is getting done. Twitch people involved in Twitch, the staff are involved in Twitch, are there in his stream when he openly supports Hamas, when he's openly bullying someone, when he's openly harassing people live on his streams. We have proof by this tweet right here that Twitch staff are live in his streams and they're doing nothing about it, showing favoritism to these Twitch partners, him, and I guarantee you also Frogan. This is why these Twitch partners, this is why they get 1-day bans. So small creators like myself and others who are out there, these other people who I keep seeing, random people, they get these week-long, month-long, or even permabans. Like I saw Tectone just posted he's now getting he might be getting a permaban at the end of the month.
Another ban? Nah, well. I've been told by an insider that I will be permanently banned from Twitch within the month.
I guarantee you it's because he's speaking out against people like Frogan, that he's now might be getting a permaban. I guarantee you because of that. He's speaking against these people that they're all for. And this is the video. And if you see this video, I want you to share it, because I hope Twitch is going to go down in the tubes for supporting these radical lunatics like Hasan, Frogan, and all these other people that are associated with them. Because I want it known that Twitch is the platform that supports, I don't think I can say the word without getting demonetized on YouTube, that supports Terror Shazam. I think I can say that. I think I could say Terror Shazam. I'm going to say it that way because I'm pretty sure I can't get demonetized if I say it that way. Twitch, look at it. They have Twitch staff in Hasan's corner supporting Hasan during this stream, and they are calling out Ethan. They are saying things like, this guy, man, what are we doing? Oh, S word. Even less than 2 seconds of playtime. This is transformative, you GD fool. Excuse me, LOL? Or LMAO? What? Enjoy the 2 second of a clip we gotta see. Why'd he bring up KFC? What? Ethan is so disgusting. Effing disgusting. How long is this been going now? Are you serious? Twitch staff, you support Hamas? You support everything he does. He supports all this. He came out and said it live in his streams, man. Way to go, Twitch. Good job, Twitch. Good job. Hats off to you. Hey, every one of you advertisers, I want you all out there to know you are advertising on the platform that openly supports Terror Shazam. Good job. I want it openly known now that I will no longer be streaming on Twitch. I don't support that. I don't want my profile. I don't want my brand. I don't want nothing to do with any of that. I will not be on Twitch. I took off my Twitch hat. I'm done with it. I want nothing to do with that. If you're a streamer out there and you're still on there, I don't think you should be. That's just my opinion. If you stay there, that's your call, it's your choice. But if you're still there, you support what Hasan supports, because clearly Twitch does. I personally think Hasan, he's done. And if he's not done, then Twitch they're just going to keep supporting him. They're going to keep supporting all the terror groups he supports. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you all have a good one. I'll see you next time.